Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam,
And I'm Kelly.
the sexy, feisty Mexican.
Oh my god, every time. You can't lead with that every time.
Why not? We always lead with, I'm Adam, and I'm Kelly.
Whatever.
Kind of like how Chris and Karen always say, I'm Karen, and I'm Chris.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Alright, so we've got some exciting news. What are we leading off with today?
Reviews.
Okay, so let me see your phone, babe. We are going to lead off with some reviews.
Yes, thank you so much.
We've got 2 iTunes reviews, and I think our rating is what exactly?
Apparently it's a 0.
Apparently, but both of the reviews
are 5 stars. They gave 2 5-star reviews, and our rating is a 0, which I don't understand iTunes.
It's hard for me to shit talk Apple when 90% of our listeners are listening on Apple products. I'm a Google fanboy. I don't like Apple products. That being said, go Google. So our reviews are, we're going to give a shout out to, what's the first one, babe?
By Black Married Proud. They reviewed us on the iTunes app and gave us 5 stars. And I'm so excited that you did. You said some really sweet things. Yay!
So gracias, amigos.
Thank you so much, guys. And then the second person that reviewed us was Fans414. They said that we're great and they loved our podcast.
And we love
5
you.
Stars. Thank you so much for reviewing. It's like pulling teeth.
It really is.
We just want feedback. We just want to know if we're doing a good job.
We really do. That's why we were begging for it on the last episode, like a bunch of beggars. But you know what? We are, and we will be, because this is something that we do for a lot of fun. And this is something that we don't make money on. We don't invest heavily into it. I build websites. In fact, I'm helping Chris and Karen out with their website. And our website is literally just a free Google site to have our links instead of doing the whole link tree thing. I don't know if that costs any money, but so essentially what I'm getting at is we've come a long way for 2 people with a podcast that talk about our non-monogamous relationship, and some of our struggles with it. But at the same time, we've put in no money, no marketing efforts really, other than having a Twitter account. So I'm pretty proud of that. And you know what's great about that is that we've gotten, we just ticked 2,000 followers and
2,000 plays.
Oh, sorry, 2,000 plays, 2,000 listens on our podcast, which is, that's a relatively small number. But for us, given all that I just spoke of, no marketing efforts, none of that, I feel like that's an incredible milestone for 8 episodes? This is our 9th we're recording?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very fucking proud of that. That, I love that. And we've got 350 plus followers on Twitter, again, with really no effort. So, shout out to you guys for following us on Twitter. That's amazing too right there. That's something that, again, we've put in no real effort into. So imagine if we did put in some real effort.
Imagine if we tried. Listen, I'm too busy though.
Yeah, Kelly's a nurse, works nights. I work days in the office, pushing buttons.
It's just rough. Okay, and I already sleep too much as it is because I love sleep.
Her job is emotionally and physically demanding.
It is.
Mine is just emotionally demanding.
Yeah, you just sit on your ass all day and make memes. That's literally what he does.
No, I haven't made a meme in the office I think I made one, but it's been a month, and before that, probably another month and a half, 2 months. So.
All right. Well, anyways, since we've had 2,000 plays or listens, we are deciding to do a giveaway.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes. Okay, so we are giving away a $25 Visa gift card for just being awesome, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us. It's just weird thinking about it. But you do have to do something, though. You have to
that's how a giveaway works.
I know.
You have to register somehow.
Yeah. So you have to be the 5th person to email us with your review on what you think about our podcast. Totally, completely, 100% honest and transparent.
Mm-hmm.
To
good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah. We don't care. We just want feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
You're damn right.
to email us at nakedrelationshippodcast@gmail.com.
And we're not talking like screenshot your review, unless you want to, if you want to go that extra mile. But we're just talking just straight up, just email us with
your thoughts.
That's really all we're asking for.
We don't really care.
We understand that $25 might not seem like a lot of money to you, but, it could be more, but, student loans.
Yeah.
So,
we just want to do something for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if it's not a lot, but it's free money.
We don't even know your names, but we love you.
Okay, so email us your honest review at nakedrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. Be the 5th person, and you get a $25 gift card.
Oh, my lord.
Yay.
What if we just did like $5 gift cards for the first 5 people?
No.
That would equal $25.
No, just, you have to be the 5th.
We're not going to do like the Domino's, whatever, 5 for 5.
No.
Oh, man.
No, we're not Domino's.
We were going to do an Adam and Eve gift card, but apparently they don't sell those, so sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
Adam was gonna just go for it, just say it, didn't even do research.
And then Miss Badass Smart Lady over here is like, we're going to do our research. And I'm like, okay. So
He doesn't think things through.
I do
obviously.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 80% of the time.
Okay, next on the agenda is talking about.
Some background context.
Okay.
So, as you guys are now aware, Kelly has been selling her panties online.
Yeah.
And so we created her a Twitter account, a tweeter. And so she has...
Mr. Marketing over here is trying to market me.
I am. Yeah, she tried to call me her pimp. I'm like, no, that's not how this is. It's not that dynamic. Okay, so anyway, so we created her a Twitter account. And more or less just to kind of for advertising purposes. And so with that being said, Kelly charges to give out her kick in chat for X amount of time. And so what she was doing was on her Twitter, she would respond to all the DMs and send out some somewhat revealing pics and kind of dirty talk.
I'm trying to get good at it, okay? I'm trying to get in as much practice as I can.
Because a year ago, dirty talk made you what?
Listen, it just made me embarrassed. I didn't know what to say.
And she would laugh.
Just tongue-tied. It was awful. But I'm working on it. I think I've gotten a little bit better.
You have.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, like last night was great. So I basically told her, babe, you can't be doing that and charging other people for it. And you can't be talking to people and then charging other people to let them talk to you and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's very unfair to your customers. And so we shut that down, and I knew that she kind of wanted to continue to do something along those lines. And so we are back on Bumble on our individual profiles. And
Take 2.
Yeah, Bumble take 2. The person that I swiped right on accidentally, who's also our neighbor, swiped left on her this time. So, I'm learned from my mistake.
Yeah, because he was just getting too swipe happy, just swiping on anything with
Because
a
I'm a
pulse.
guy. There's no one swiping right on guys.
Babe, you just don't know how to market yourself, okay, Mr. Marketing over here. You're trying to... Listen, his first picture is, of me and him. Girls need to be, caught. That is not... You have to be a little bit sneaky.
That would catch you.
No.
You'd be like, this motherfucker's, over here in a relationship and trying to get on? Oh, hell.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, remember when No.
Either way. The whole purpose behind that was... Because when I linked my Facebook to it, it just grabbed the first 5 or 6 images.
You linked your Facebook to it? Why?
That's how I signed up for it.
No.
She doesn't have a Facebook. Anyway, so moving forward, we got on Bumble basically so she could continue to dirty talk people.
Dirty talk people and see if they're interested in maybe a possible threesome. That's what I kind of do it mostly for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
And we've
I'm
also
upfront about it.
Yeah, and we both have complete access to each other's messages if we wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also stopped making it mandatory to chat in a group chat. Or to make it mandatory to be a group chat text and not go outside of the group chat.
Yeah, we did alter one of our terms of agreement a little bit. It's okay to chat outside of the group chat.
Yeah.
which is a little bit weird.
Yeah, and you, well, we'll get to that later. So, so that kind of leads us into point number. That's most of the background context that you need for this little part. So, what's next? The Okay, so adjusting our mindset. So, what's mucho importante about that is we've grown up in a very conservative household, I feel like. Both of us, because especially sexually speaking.
I feel like most people
Exactly. So
are the same way.
so a lot of people could potentially be able to relate to this, and that is the fact that non-monogamy is widely considered wrong and
Or taboo.
or taboo. But for me, I still struggle with that a little bit, and even so much as like me wanting to suck another guy's cock, like we did that tonight together, and it was great. Like
It's
we
hot as
enjoyed it.
shit.
And one of the things that I enjoy about it is that I feel so accepted by you. And I feel like that's hot. And so I feel like it's just peaceful and awesome. And so with that being said, it kind of goes a little bit deeper than that, really. It goes into the entire relationship. And what I mean by that is I still struggle with Kelly with the idea of, playing separately. And I guess that's potentially normal because we're very new. But it was kind of, last night was when we got on Bumble. And Kelly had asked me, what did you ask me exactly? Like, it was something about, are we going to end up playing together?
Separately.
Separately, I'm sorry.
I felt like it was going in that direction because we just recently altered our terms of agreement, saying that it's okay to start chatting outside the group chat, and I just felt like I needed to ask that question to make sure, is that something we're going towards or working for? Because I wasn't ready, honestly, to head in that direction. So I just wanted to be clear and clarify with Adam if that was what we were doing now, if that's what we're working towards. Just being open with him and just trying to see where he was and what he was thinking about that whole situation. So
and I kind of took that a little bit.
I feel like you always take it in a bad way. You think of the worst thing possible, and that's your
Well, I didn't necessarily think of the worst way possible. I just kind of put myself in the situation, and essentially, I'm not anywhere near ready for that right now.
Yeah, neither am I.
And so I kind of I felt bad about it. I felt bad about being in that situation. I felt like it was wrong. Just kind of earlier tonight, we talked about again playing together. We kind of brought this up again.
Playing separate.
Sorry.
We already play together every day, babe.
Every day, because we don't. Anyway. So we talked about in the car ride home tonight about playing separately, and I put myself in the position of what if I was playing with somebody else for the first time, without Kelly being there, and it just felt wrong. It just really felt wrong, not in a good way, obviously, but it was just kind of one of those where I wasn't necessarily ashamed, but I felt shameful, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, and I think I told Adam in our car ride, that might be how we were brought up, how most of us are brought up. We've all seen those princess movies where everyone just finds their prince, they live happily ever after, just those two people.
Yeah.
But times are changing, okay? And non-monogamy is becoming quite popular, I feel like.
Yeah, I was listening.
And being more open about it. No pun intended.
No, I was listening to I want to say it's Front Porch Swingers. They had the people on there, the nice couple on their podcast that puts on Naughty and Nollins, and they were saying that the typical age range is between or the average age is between 46 and 48 or something along those lines, which 20 years ago it was a little bit older. So I definitely concur with you on that, just solely based off of their fact they threw in.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that it's going lower, and I feel like apps like 3Fun and Field, FEELD, are helping with that because
Yeah.
they're a lot more user friendly than going on a website every single time. Because I'd rather open an app
Yeah.
as a millennial would.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, we're 25 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly's a cougar.
My whole year.
50 weeks, 50.
So yeah.
It's just like it's hard because even like with me sucking a cock, like I enjoy it with you. Like we did a little bit of that tonight, which we'll get into later, and that was really fun. You know, we'd suck it and then we'd kind of make out over it, and then when you go back to sucking,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. So it's just really hard to just break down all that. I don't know the word.
those walls, barriers.
All those walls that we built up throughout our lives growing up that you're just supposed to, like, be with one person the rest of your life. And that's it. And good for you if you can do that. That's great. That's awesome. Like, I love hearing about couples that have been together for, like, decades.
A lot of your patients are like that.
Yeah, a lot of my patients come in and tell me, hey, I've been married for 45, 50, 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like thinking to myself, like, holy shit, that's amazing. But I don't know if it's, like, of course I don't know their background, if they sleep around or anything like that, but I think that's amazing. But I do want to be married to you for 40, 50, 60 years, but I also want to enjoy, like, an amazing sex life with other people. You know? But also,
it's still kind of like my initial reaction to something like that is like, I feel like I should be hurt over you saying something like that. But in reality, it's completely okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And kind of speaking of that, like, well, I'll get in that later when we talk about tonight's little excursion. But it's just, there's just so much that we need to break down.
Yeah, and it's a day. It takes like a day at a time. We're working for it every single day. Like,
Yeah, it's
like you need reassurance.
I do. That was like tonight. We had excursions. I keep bringing it up, but between the time that I got home from work and between the time that we left, I basically, metaphorically speaking, sat you down and said, "Babe, I need reassurance. Like, I'm getting that feeling that you had of, am I not good enough?" Because like I knew you were very excited to see this person again, and it was just kind of one of those where, based off of that, plus what you asked me last night, plus I'm not completely, like, I haven't completely torn down those walls yet.
Yeah.
Even though we are both trying to.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain stuff that you're uncomfortable with still, and that I'm uncomfortable with still. You know, and it's just stuff that we are trying our best to, you know, overcome those obstacles, if you will.
Yeah. So, Adam, like, told me that, and I was just like, babe. And this is completely 100% true. If you want me or us to stop swinging, doing this stuff, I will stop. Like, 100%. Like, if we don't go on this date, this play date, that's okay. I love you. I will always love you. Our relationship comes first. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, it is okay. And we can just be us for a little while.
Yeah, and like I feel like I can trust you because like I asked you in the heat of the moment, kind of, and you said the same thing. So like I fully believe that. But the other thing that I brought up was that I know that, can I?
Yeah.
About the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a little bit of a fantasy where you want to cheat on me.
Yeah. I do.
And so that might develop in through some like separate room play later on.
Way down the road.
Yeah. Just whenever we're ready, obviously. But kind of like one of those things where you want to do it, but you also kind of felt before we started swinging that, or trying to be in the lifestyle, that you would eventually cheat on me in our monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
And so, because of that, I also kind of felt like if I wanted to get out of this lifestyle with you and have our relationship intact, I kind of feel like I would be stuck in this lifestyle because I didn't feel like that would be possible.
Yeah. And
that was another part of why I needed reassurance.
Yes. So I told Adam that like a day or two ago, that if we were like just in a monogamous relationship, I would probably end up cheating on him. But you have to think of the place I was in 6 months ago. Like, my mental health was not in check at all. Like, I was severely depressed. I was dealing with a lot of emotional issues from my childhood. And thank God I got hospitalized and got some help. But I feel like my whole person and my outlook on everything has just gone up since then. Like, it's nothing but good things in building my relationship with myself and my relationship with my family and my relationship with Adam has all been like awesome. They've been really helpful. And when I told him that, I was still in that shitty state of mind and everything, and that probably would have happened.
When you felt that?
Yeah, when I felt that.
Okay.
Yeah, that probably would have happened if I didn't seek help, and thank God I did. Because, like, right now, like, cheating on Adam is, like, the furthest thing from my mind. Like, it doesn't even cross my mind anymore.
Crosses my mind, you cheating on me. Yeah. Because that's a fantasy that we have to try sometime.
Babe, we don't have to do it.
No, I mean, like, I'm open to it, like, because if it's done the right way.
If it's done the right way, yeah.
Like, it really doesn't even have to be, like, a cheating scenario. It could just be, I feel like doing separate room play for you would make that a
reality. Yeah. That's fine.
So I feel like that's something that is way more doable than like actually cheating. So.
Yeah. See, I don't know if normal people have this thought, like, oh, like, this person at work is flirting with me, like, what would it take for me to, like, take her, him, her, whatever, like, out to dinner or something, and we just end up going back to their place. Like, how many people have that thought on a regular day when they're already married with children, things like that? I feel like most people have, like, those passing thoughts, but it's within your power to stop it and just, like, take control over your life, you know? Do you know what I'm talking about?
A little bit. You just gotta basically account for your own actions and decide what's gonna make you, like, be best for you and make you happy, but also consider those individuals that are under your care, like your spouse, your family, stuff like that. But we don't know. We've never really been in that position. The only people that we have to, is our fur babies and us.
Yeah.
So, well, do you have anything more to add on that topic?
No.
What's on the next?
So, next thing is a little bit more exciting.
Oh, Lord. Oh, we gonna talk about tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about tonight. Okay.
We had another encounter with a gentleman that you guys may be decently familiar with. His name was N, I believe we called him in episode 4.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
He was like our second threesome.
Second and third and fourth.
Yes.
Now fourth.
Oh, okay. So.
Softest tongue.
I know. So, we have been talking with a couple people, trying to work out some stuff, and, like, our schedules are shit, okay?
But this motherfucker said he was going to be in our town.
For a whole week. And so...
Our response was, hotel room is booked.
Yes, because one of our rules or boundaries is, like, we don't play in our own bedroom. Our bedroom is our sanctuary, and it's just for us.
And we are working on a playroom.
It's in progress. Work in progress. We're trying to get a bed in there.
Mm-hmm. We just have to go get a truck to take it there.
Okay, so we set up this play date with N. Booked a hotel. For the record, Motel 6 is not recommended. But
it lived up to its brand image. And by, like, it was gross as fuck. No pun intended.
Okay, but anyways, it was short notice. Like, I booked it the day before, and that was the closest available, and it was within our price range, which I'm pretty cheap. So, get what you pay for.
In that particular case, yeah. I don't know. Microtel in Atlanta and Chattanooga are very sketch.
Yeah.
Very sketch. Never had a good experience there.
Anyways, so we set a time for last night, like at 8, because I worked the night before and I wanted to sleep some. Adam was at work. We still had to walk the dog, feed all our fur babies, things like that. We just wanted some time to, like,
and plus,
get our
like,
shit
Sydney
done.
needs some time to, like, run around and have fun instead of being locked up in her big crate.
Yeah. So we kind of did like a wine and dine with him.
Unintended.
Yeah.
But I was hungry.
Yeah,
I knew she would be too.
Yeah, we were hungry. We hadn't eaten yet because I just woke up. It was Adam's dinner time, and had just gotten off work and was heading over to the hotel. So we all met at the hotel. I checked us in. We went to a, what was it?
Like a
hibachi?
Yeah, hibachi place, if you will.
Yeah, hibachi place. Had some dinner. Had some good conversation. I feel like it's still awkward for Adam and N to, like, communicate a little bit. Like, I can feel the tension almost. But
I did try to break the ice.
He did. He did try.
And then, like, I even, like, pulled one of my favorite, like, lifestyle jokes. We're not friends. You want to fuck my fiance? Kind of things, like, as a joke. And he knew I was joking. So.
Yeah, and he is a really sweet, nice guy. And it's just, I can understand his viewpoint because you're coming into a relationship, into a situation where two people are, like, already together, and you're trying to, like, spice up their sex life. And
While also spicing up your own.
Yeah, and they have already established, like, their sex life, and you're just kind of enhancing it. And it's just a little bit awkward.
Yeah, but like what was it, the first time we hooked up with him?
Yeah,
like I was telling him, like, what you liked or something.
Yeah,
in the act, I was like, go side to side, or I don't know. I did something.
Yeah, you're very instructful and helpful in those situations. I love it. It works out for me.
She likes it in her butt. No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, so we go back to the hotel. God, that hotel was fucking awful.
All right.
Yeah, but it had a big bed, and
it was gross.
It was gross. Oh, but we did. Oh my god! In the heat of the moment, like, we fed all our kids and everything. We forgot condoms, and thank God
Luckily, he brought some.
Such
a rookie mistake.
I know. I feel like I should start carrying some in my purse.
And we should just, because, like, we take your car to all these things because mine is a stick and you can't drive a stick.
Yeah.
So in the event that some shit goes wrong, we can just hop in your car and go.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about, like, if I'm, like, shot or something, like, you fucking, not that would ever happen, but, like, we don't ever have to worry about you trying to, like, I don't know, drive a stick. So we take her car.
Yeah.
I forget what the relevance. Oh, what I was going to say is that
car.
Yeah, we should just leave them in your glove compartment.
Yeah. So, rookie mistake. Forgot the condoms, but luckily he brought some.
Un vaso de agua, mi amor, por favor.
Sí.
Gracias.
So, and while we were, backtrack story. But while we were getting ready, like, while we were feeding the fur babies, Adam was walking the dog, I was taking a shower. We decided to implement a new rule, mostly because of me, and I get anxious before we go on these dates. Like, there's always a little bit of anxiety for me, and I feel like that's normal, because I've been diagnosed with anxiety, so anytime a situation is new to me, this isn't new, but still, it's different than our norm, I get a little bit anxious, and, like, Adam is the person who vets people for us, for our lifestyle, and he likes to communicate pretty quick with everyone, and I get these notifications on my phone that he's chatting with this, like 5 people at the same time, and it just, like, drives me up the wall sometimes.
So anyway,
it's just so fast, okay?
you could turn the notifications off.
I know, but, like, you're on your phone, though. You're on your phone while you're fucking shitting on the toilet. And it's just, I'm getting ready, and you're just like texting. I'm like, ugh, God, this is so stressful. Like, just looking at you, texting makes me anxious because I know you're answering all these people, and I see the notifications popping up on my phone. I'm just like, I can't deal with this. So, implement a new rule: no texting other people with that, like while we're getting ready for a play date or while we're playing with someone else. I feel like that is a good rule to have. Like, just focus on us and the other person.
Or couple.
Or couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got a new rule.
New rule. And we communicated that to each other.
Yeah, we did. I feel like I said it in a nice way.
Yeah, a lot nicer than what you just did.
Sorry, I was just trying to convey the anxiety that it was, like, driving me up the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Got a new rule. But yeah, playing with N was so much fun. Loved it.
Made you squirt again. No, I'm kidding.
He gave me like the biggest facial I've ever had in my life. It was fucking awesome.
You are a dirty girl.
I know. Adam got a pick.
Can I say it?
What?
You're a dirty slut.
I am.
I love it.
I love it.
Mm.
It was so good. Definitely want to play with him again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's... Is there anything else?
No, just, if you like what we talk about, guys, just leave us a review, throw us a comment, give us a like. I don't know.
Yep, like, subscribe, share. Oh, wait, this isn't YouTube.
No.
But no, depending on the listening platform you're on, you can subscribe, so I would recommend that. I would also recommend following us on Twitter at TNR Podcast, sending us an email at nakedrelationshippodcast@gmail.com. And you know what? Just continue to listen and just thank you all for, for the 2,000 listens. That's an insane number for us. I wouldn't have believed it a month ago, a year ago, that I'd have a podcast with that many listens. And, long term, it's probably not going to be even like a fraction of it, but for us, we're new. This is very exciting.
Yeah, I love our life right now.
Because I think we hit, 1,000 like a week and a half ago, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
So that second 1,000 was pretty fast and pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Neistat, the YouTuber, he says, getting your first 100 subscribers is the hardest to do. It's harder than getting 1 million. It's harder than getting 2 million, 10 million, whatever. So, and I believe that, because it took us a long ass time to even get 300 listens,
It took us a long time to get like 10, okay? Don't even lie.
No, I feel like the 10 came kind of quick.
No, 10 did not come quick. It was just you playing them over and over again so you would get more listens. I remember, okay?
I didn't play them over and over again.
I feel like you did.
I listened to like 1 or 2 just for like quality control, but other than that, no.
But yeah, if you guys like us, follow us on Twitter.
You know where to find us. But thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you on the next one.
Bye.
Adios.